What's happening? Y'all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm just getting my music prepared because we are going to breathe tonight. Um, Along with that breath, I want you guys, while I'm getting set up, I want you guys to take a moment. Take a moment and decide what it is you're going to break free from in tonight's meditation. What it is you're going to break free from. I It's been such an interesting start to this year. There's been death, there's been separation, there's been just tragedy. This year started off, there's been sickness on such a high um, there's been such a high expectation of this year, and it is manifesting in just the most unpeculiar of ways. Um, and I just decided to go live tonight. And as far as me going live all the time, but just making sure that we are just showing up as our most divine selves in this season. And when I say that, I really truly mean encompassing mind, body, spirit connection from the time we wake up till the time that we decide to get rest at night. And so I have a daily routine, I have a nightly routine. Whether I stick to that routine all the time is the question, right? And in this season, it's all about consistency. It's about consistency, it's about flow, it's about balance, it's about discipline. Because as you know, Coco Girl Fitness is just not physical fitness. And I believe that's just what it is that I'm saying. Coco Girl Fitness is not just physical fitness. It is fitness of the mind. It is fitness of the heart. It is fitness of the breath, fitness of the tongue, fitness of the action, fitness of being prayerful, fitness of being still, fitness of being present with the body, right? So, fitness to train the entire temple, the entire spirit man or woman to be aligned and focused in certain areas with certain things that you're deciding to do. So, as you come into a seated position tonight, like I said at the beginning of the live, bring something to the forefront of your mind. I love to also have a pen and a pad when I'm meditating, when I'm breathing, when I'm being intentional, because God just might download something into you. And instead of trying to hold the meditation or hold the stillness, jot it down. Jot it down and come right back into that moment of in that moment of stillness, in that moment of space. Because I promise you, the more you try to hold on to it and be like, oh, I'm going to remember what the thought was, what that idea was. That can be your $1,000,000 idea. And it slips your mind as time goes on throughout the meditation because you go more into the subconscious, into that relaxed state, right? And more things start to come. So when something comes to your mind, jot it and come right back into it. We're not striving for perfection here, but we're striving for the mastery of self. So, what your meditation practice, what your stillness practice, your breathing practice, your self care practice, and rituals look like for self, it could transform into other practices for someone else, right? So, come into a seated position. I've already lit my incense. And you guys know I love to smell something sweet when I'm meditating. It just helps me, my mind to relax, my mind to come into that position. But it's also a trigger. It's also not a negative trigger, but it's also a positive indicator to my body, to my respiratory system that, hey, something good is about to happen. We're about to meditate. We're about to be still. So it just brings my body already smelling the sweet scent. It already calms my nervous system. So if the day has been chaotic, if the day has been moving so busily, if the day has just been like up and down and roller coaster and arguments and fighting, like literally, no lie, I'm a real girl. I go through real things, right? Just before I got into the house today, I had already scheduled the live. I'm teaching my daughter how to drive. And literally, we have the reverse lights on. We're about to back into the spot, and a car literally swoops from behind and tries to take our spot. And I'm like, hello, like, we're trying to back up. And I don't have time to tell these people my whole business, like, oh, my daughter's a student driver, so it's taking her a little longer, this, that, and that. Like, I don't have time to do all that. But instead, I was like, okay, I ended up cursing, is what I did. I cursed like out loud, like, what the F? And I'm like, okay, dang it. And I had to check myself, like, okay, we've grown past that. There's no need to get into any altercations over a parking spot. Thankfully, the lady was so sweet. She moved. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she got on about her business. But in that mind, I was able to bring myself back to my own awareness. And I always tell y'all, it's better to check yourself before somebody else checks you. Okay? That's a word for somebody. It's better to check yourself before someone else checks you, because we're adults, we're functioning, we have lives, we are on a mastery trajectory of life. What's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. Okay? And we all know that the spectrum is wide. Okay? But to be able to come back to center and come back to self is where this practice, being still, being present in the mind, being present in the body, is able to take root. And once you practice mastering self, when you step outside of what is peaceful, when you step outside of what is kind, when you step outside what is loving, you know it's easier to witness and spot in yourself to say, hey, we're maturing beyond that. We've grown beyond that. And it's okay just to take a breath like I did. I got back. I wasn't out of the car, but I closed the door because I was like, hey, and then I closed the door. But to be honest with self, to love self, right? Dominique Michelle, let's get into it. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, if y'all are tapping into tonight's live. I'm just letting people come in the room. I'm letting all the notifications and the ethers go out. Like, okay. We started 10-10 because we have 2020 vision. If you know, then you know, okay? So let's get into it. I love that. So God is so faithful. God is so wonderful. Yes, we believe here we are followers of the way. And we are going to get into this guided meditation tonight, and it's going to be wonderful. Subscribe to this channel. What else? Follow, I think. Share this live. Hi. I don't know. What's your name? Let's get into it. Coco Girl Fitness. Let's go. Fitness of the mind, fitness of the body, fitness of the spirit. Mastering self is what it's about. Being kind, leading with gratitude, leading with love. So we're gonna I was gonna say, I just lost my train of thought, but we were gonna just the other night we had an awesome meditation. That one was like an hour long. We're not gonna stay on for an hour tonight, guys, but we are just going to take some collective breaths. We're starting the new week. Can you please just hear me? We're starting the new week. We're coming into we're already in the second quarter of the year. So find a space, whether you're driving, find a space, whether you're at work, working that graveyard shift, okay? Let's get into it. And we are just going to bring to the forefront of our minds something that you are wanting to break free from. When you hear the bell, the timer will start. And on the next time you hear it, on that second occurrence, that's going to bring your attention and your awareness back to yourself. So find a seated position, guys. Of course, always hands facing down, palms down to ground down, palms pacing up to receive. And just relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders in this moment. Relax your jaw. If you're on the floor like I am, simply cross your legs. You might be sitting in a chair, you might be laying down in your bed, wherever that space is most comfortable for you. Gently shut your eyes. And let's just allow these few breaths to calibrate, to sync with our mind and our heart. Feeling that melodic rhythm of your belly going up, chest going up, exhaling, everything caving in. And I want you to find that rhythm. When you inhale, I want you to move forward, just rock forward ever so gently. Exhale, rock backward ever so gently. And find that steady rhythm. Inhale, moving forward. Exhale, slowly retreating backwards. It's a very subtle movement. Your back is erect. Your shoulders down and relaxed. Let's go ahead and rock our necks, rotate our necks from shoulder to shoulder. Just like the pendulum, with every movement it gets greater. Feel that release of tension from your neck and your spine. With each movement being more intentional. When your right shoulder and your right ear meet the next time, take it all the way around, full circle. Ever so gently, ever so slow. Continue to breathe 2 more times to the right. One more time. And when your head comes back to center, rock it again like the pendulum. And just relax. And just breathe. When your left ear now meets your left shoulder, we're going to reverse it and take it the opposite way. Ever so gently. 2 more times. One more time. Full circle. Let's rotate our shoulders up and back and down. Long, slow, and steady. Feel every morsel in your collarbone, even from your ribs all the way up. Round those shoulders up to your ears. Open your chest down and back. Ooh, and just breathe. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. A few more times. When your shoulders go back, try to get those shoulder blades to touch and kiss. So be intentional. You want to feel every motion. One more time, shoulders all the way up to your ears. Round and down and back. This is where we start to loosen. Now we're going to reverse. So start with our shoulders going back, around. Feel the difference in motion as we go in the opposite direction. I feel like there's more focus that we have to put into the intention to have that duality to go the opposite direction, right? And so it's so wonderful. Let's inhale our arms all the way up. Stretching our fingers, rotating our wrists, reaching all the way up like a tree blowing in the wind. And just breathe and enjoy this moment of movement and motion. And I wish you guys can see my arms rotating. So as my arms are extended, I'm rotating my wrist, okay? So rotate your wrist when your arms are up, rotate your wrist. When your arms are shooting out like a star, rotate your wrist. So that was just the warm up to warm our bodies up, to breathe. So let's rub our hands and our palms together. Igniting that internal flame. Take a deep breath. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Exhale. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale. Place your arms or your palms on your heart. And just feel the rhythm of your beating heart. And just breathe. Love yourself in these moments. This is the time where you fill your cup. Listening to the subtle chirping of the birds in the background. Shoulders down and relaxed, jaw relaxed. And this moment belongs to you. I'm just here to guide you through the process. But once you're settled in, make it your own. Release what does not serve you in these moments. Listen to your heart. Listen to your body. With every inhale, you're inhaling love and gratitude and greatness and abundance. With every exhale, you're releasing all of the things that don't serve you, the stress, the tension, the despair, the grief, the sadness, the loneliness. Those feelings are not your own. Release them and allow them to float away with every exhale. Inhale. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do that 3 more times. Watch well, listen to the sounds of my voice, but in your mind, you can count 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Inhale, hold it. Inhale. Inhale. Fill up. One more breath. One more. Hold it. And let it all go. These subtle movements will allow you to begin to be in tune with yourself, in tune with your body, in tune with that divine spark that lives within you. If your hands were placed on your heart still, when you were doing the breathing, you would feel on the exhale, your heart should speed up a little bit because of those 3 moments that you held your breath. That's how subtle a shift can happen inside of you. 3 seconds to awaken that fire, to ignite that internal flame. You can even place your hands on your womb or your abdomen. You can place your hands at the center and the crown of your mind, of your ears, over your eye gates, over your throat. You can do a mudra with your fingers and your hands. There's so many different extensions that we'll go through and we'll practice day in and day out. But we're getting to a point where we're just going to be still. So we're going to breathe only through our nose, inhaling through our nose with our mouths gently shut. And imagine on an inhale, when you're inhaling through your nose, that you're sending life force energy up your nostrils, through the center of your mind, all the way around your crown, down your neck, down your spine, to the base of your waist, the base of your spine. And when it reaches there, you're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. Mouths gently shut. And we're only going to exhale through our nose. So when you exhale, that air that you were holding at the base of your spine is going to release around the base of your abdomen, up through your belly, past your rib cages, past your heart, and instead out of your mouth, it's going to come out of your nose. And that's the cycle of breath that you're going to recharge and re-energize yourself with. And it's going to flow. Let's practice. Place your hands in whatever position you want to place them in. Take a deep inhale, mouth gently shut through your nose. And when that air gets to the base of your spine, the bottom of your spine, you're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1, and you're going to release it out of your nose. So with every inhale, you're going to grow taller. And every exhale, you might slump just a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit. But it's going to be amazing. Let's begin. And the next time you hear the bell is when we'll be in complete motion. My hands are placed up to receive. On your next inhale, I want you to reach your arms all the way up. Rotate your wrists. And ever so gently, start to bring your arms out to the side. wrap your arms all wide around yourself. Appreciating the moments of stillness that you were able to grant yourself today. And just melt in your arms. I love hugging myself. I can just lay there, just rest in that space. It's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. It's so serene. And that's being breathing, or that's being still and breathing. There's such a euphoric reaction that goes off in your mind and just in your body, how things just shoot off and everything starts to connect. Our body is a beautiful, beautiful place. So with every meditation, with every breathing and every practice we do, let's end tonight with a round of applause. Let's end tonight showing gratitude for showing up, trying something different, or if you are a subscriber and this is your favorite place to be still, your favorite place to breathe, your favorite place to meditate and stretch and have a good time with your girl, round of applause. God is so faithful. God loves you. He loves me. We are divine. We are chosen vessels, and we must start showing up in that fashion for ourselves first every single day. Because I always tell you guys, we cannot pour from an empty cup. So, subscribe, follow, share, like this video. And we're growing, family. I love that for us, okay? It's your girl, Dominique Michelle, at Coco Girl Fitness. And until we meet each other again, have a beautiful, restful night on purpose. Talk to God, because God will always talk back. Peace.